when LL Cool J rapped, "Mama said knock you out," he did not mean this. So a 34-year-old angry mother assaulted a middle school teacher and her 14-year-old niece joined in. So Annika McKenzie is charged with second-degree assault and strangulation, and her 14-year-old niece is facing second-degree assault charges as a juvenile, and this happened in New York and Hempstead, Long Island. So apparently this mother was enraged because the teacher, Catherine Engelhardt, had apparently put her hands on her 12-year-old daughter. So she came into the school and assaulted her, attacked her, and her niece joined in, and then some other students allegedly also joined in. I mean, this kind of violence in schools happening between teachers and parents is truly disturbing. And this woman was unconscious, and she was actually choked her out until she was unconscious.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right, and it's kind of unbelievable that this is actually the state of our schools and that this sort of interaction is even possible.
Yeah, okay, so she says, the mom who knocked out the teacher, well, like, you know, she put her hands on my daughter. We don't know if that's true, okay?
Right.
That's the word of the person who just choked the other person till they passed out.
Yeah, your credibility is slightly shot.
Yeah, it's got a little issues with credibility. But, like, so is the proper answer to go and put your hands on her, right? And there's no way that, I don't know what the teacher did. Again, she has credibility issues. I'd be surprised if the teacher did anything.
Yeah,
okay?
and this teacher has been there for 22 years.
Right. Whatever she did, it wasn't this, what you guys did, right? And but the most disturbing part of the story is, so that they choke her out, she passes out. I don't know if they were scared. I'd be scared. Like if I was in a fight with someone and they started and it was horrible and they're bad guys, but even so, if someone passes out, I'd be like, oh my God, did I kill him? What happened, right?
Right.
Meanwhile, other students are jumping in and kicking and punching. Jesus Christ, man, this is what some of our schools have turned into. And then we put teachers in jail if they cheat on exams, you know, which happened in Atlanta. I mean, this is the situation that teachers find themselves in sometimes, right?
Well,
I know this is an extreme case, but I mean, these are tough circumstances to do teaching in. If anything, we got to help the teachers in every way we can.
They should not feel unsafe in a work environment much. I mean, at a school especially.
Look, I don't know. I grew up in a different environment. Like, the idea of my parents attacking a teacher is so unthinkable. That I mean, if I said to my dad, a teacher hit me, I'm positive he would have asked, what'd you do to deserve it? Right? Now, teachers shouldn't be hitting students. That's crazy, right? And again, this situation, we don't know that it happened at all, right? But I mean, my dad's from the old school. The teacher's always right. Right. And also this is, I think, it's an interesting story because it's also symbolic of the new way of viewing teachers, which is my kid's always right. Your kid's 14. What, I mean, which 14-year-old's always right? You know, that, I mean, honestly, maybe I'm from the old school, right? But I would be very skeptical of what my teenager is telling me that a teacher did, right? I mean, 14-year-olds are not the most credible people in the world.
No.
Obviously, it depends on person by person and circumstance by circumstance.
Yeah, but you're basically talking to a hormone. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, to put a really fine point on it, and I think for something like this, again, your daughter comes to you and says a teacher touched her. That is a discussion you can have with a teacher. You don't get to choke her during that. Obviously,
right? I mean,
that's that.
It's just discouraging, this state of affairs these days in America, man. We got to protect our teachers. This is outrageous. And don't always assume your kid is right, okay? Sometimes your kid's the prick. You just remember that.
Yeah. And probably like 90% of the time. Just
probably 90% of the time.
Like just truth bomb right there.